Hi, this is Adityan from Market. Today, we are sharing the news for 9th February, continuing the series to help you prepare for VAT and personal interview to get you into IIMs and top B schools. The actual news articles from which we have taken these key points are listed out at our daily news section in our website. The link for our website is given below. To get more information about the interview process, follow our Telegram channel where you can get access to VAT and personal interview content from 99.9 plus percentailers. The link to the Telegram group is in the description. Today's 5 news headlines are: why MPC kept repo rate unchanged? India's retail inflation to drop to a 3-month low in January at 5.09%. Stock market marvels: Apple, Tesla, Nvidia among Ashwath Damodaran's 7 samurai that rescued US market in 2023. Former PM Narasimha Rao gets Bharat Ratna. All you should know about architect of modern India. MS Swaminathan conferred Bharat Ratna. How the agricultural scientists helped India achieve food security. The first news for the day is why MPC kept repo rate unchanged. The repo rate remained unchanged at 6.5% in a 5-1 majority decision in its bi-monthly policy review. The central bank also retained the stance of monetary policy as withdrawal of accommodation. The central bank has retained the headline inflation forecast at 5.4% for the current fiscal as uncertainty persists on the food price front. Interest rates on loans and deposits are largely likely to remain unchanged as of now. Certain segments of the retail loans are expected to cost more as the RBI recently hiked the risk weights on retail loans. A major reason for the continual pause in the repo rate hike is because retail inflation continues to remain above the 4% target of the RBI. Headwinds from geopolitical tensions, volatility in international financial markets, and geo-economic fragmentation pose risks to the outlook of a 7% GDP growth. The next news is India's retail inflation to drop to a 3-month low in January at 5.09%. Economists anticipate a decline in India's retail inflation to a 3-month low of 5.09% in January. This dip is attributed to reduced food price hikes and favorable base effects. Base effects, softening food price growth, and lower oil prices due to weak market fundamentals should provide further relief to headline inflation in the coming months. The annual change in the CPI suggests that headline inflation is expected to decrease to 5.09% in January from the previous month's 5.69%. While the RBI is anticipated to maintain its key policy rate until at least end June, analysts suggest a potential 25 basis point cut in each of the third and fourth quarters. The next news for the day is stock markets marvels: Apple, Tesla, Nvidia among Ashwath Damodaran's 7 samurai that rescued US market in 2023. Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla collectively led a market rebound in 2023, rescuing investors from the aftermath of a challenging 2022. Nvidia and Meta were the top performers, with the chip maker more than tripling in value. Microsoft and Apple each added $1 trillion to their market caps during the year. These companies demonstrated pricing power, exhibited economic resilience, and acted as money machines, translating into strong earnings. There was clearly a bounce back effect as these firms recovered from a savage beatdown in 2022, but that bounce back occurred only because they were able to deliver strong profits and solid cash flows. The next news for the day is PM Narasimha Rao gets Bharat Ratna. All you should know about architect of modern India. The government today announced India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, to former Prime Ministers Narasimha Rao, along with Chaudhry Charan Singh and agricultural scientist and father of India's Green Revolution, MS Swaminathan. In 1991, India encountered its severest economic downturn and teetered on the edge of a sovereign default. To address this, two immediate measures were implemented: the devaluation of the rupee and the commitment of gold reserves to bolster foreign exchange reserves. Prime Minister Rao, in collaboration with Finance Minister Manmohan Singh, spearheaded a series of reforms, including structural changes and tariff reductions. Additionally, they presented a landmark budget in 1991, aiming to revitalize the economy. The final news for the day is MS Swaminathan conferred Bharat Ratna, how the agricultural scientists helped India achieve food security. Called the father of the Green Revolution, MS Swaminathan played a major role in the set of changes introduced in farming in the 1960s and 70s that helped India achieve food security. The basic strategic vision underpinning the Green Revolution in India, which was to introduce a new genetic strain or plant type responsive to increased fertilizer and water application, came from Swaminathan. As the head of the National Commission on Farmers from 2004 to 2006, he recommended the minimum support price at which farmers sell their crops to the government. Developing and spearheading the introduction of high-yielding wheat and rice varieties into India during the 1960s, when the country faced the prospect of widespread famine. Wheat production doubled in just a few years, making the country self-sufficient and saving millions from extreme food deprivation. So these are the 5 news for today. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to receive notifications. Do like the video if you found it helpful. Thank you and good luck.